the energy is the King of Cups. And for some of you, that means you'll be dealing with a water sign person. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and it may be their sun, their moon, or their rising sign. If not, this may represent a father figure. It could be someone who is a trusted advisor of some sort. It may be someone involved in the arts or something creative. It could be a doctor, or it could be an artist. Maybe you're in some kind of negotiations. Whoever this is, in the positive, this is someone who is mature. They're comfortable in their own skin. They're comfortable dealing with emotions. They're stable. They can discuss intimate things, talk about profound subject matters, delve deeply. And so this is someone who is willing to accept responsibility. Someone who will step up to the plate. They're looking out for you, your best interests. And so it's a day that focuses on responsibility, protection, concern, caring, giving good advice, being a good listener, being a good friend, maybe some counseling or being supportive. So today focuses on support. Now, the key word for this card is control. And as a king, this is mastery over what this king represents. So control over emotions, not controlling others or suppressing emotions, but mastery over emotions. And for some of you, today is a day where your approach, being a little bit different, playing to your own drum beat, gets you what you want. It helps you overcome a challenge, or it may create some frustrating adversaries. So, this is water energy, and water is malleable, it's flexible, it's movable. And so it's taking on that quality today that is helpful for you, helps you rise to the top, shifting, going with the flow, a changeable quality, rolling with the punches, being perceptive to the temperature of the room, gauging others and going with that. So today is a day where you can really accomplish a whole lot. And the good news is, by doing less, you don't really have to put forth a whole lot of effort. There's a protective influence where things just fall into place according to your wishes and of their own accord. So today is a day where if you want to accomplish something and you have a meeting or a negotiation, something you're trying to make happen, your connections with others seem to flow smoothly. People say yes. They comply with your special requests. They are willing to accommodate you. And for some of you, contacts with those at a distance bring some good news, whether that's personally or professionally. Now, this is about emotions, and it could be in a relationship that is romantic or social in nature. You may start to realize that you've been carrying a load by yourself for far too long. Maybe you've been single for a long time, or maybe you've shouldered the responsibility for a long time. And you're realizing just how long you've been, this island unto yourself. Or maybe you're coming to terms with how deeply you care for somebody. Maybe it's more than you realized. Maybe something has sparked an awareness of deep emotion. Now, the overarching card was Nine of Swords, which could be anxiety. Maybe you have anxiety about a particular person, or maybe you're anxious to connect, or maybe you're worried about a father figure, or you're getting some advice or support from someone you trust because you have anxiety about an issue. If this is a romantic situation, the attraction is very likely to be mutual. You understand each other on a deep level because you're connecting emotionally. And so today, intensify some kind of desire you have, whether it's to impress someone, to be noticed, or whether it's to improve a situation, or preserve your position in a situation, or to defend yourself. And in some cases, it may even be to destroy a circumstance, an opponent, a rival, an adversary, whatever you feel to be yours, you're acting through your emotions. And it all depends on your mood today. Now, in the shadow, of course, the King of Cups is someone who is a manipulator. He understands emotions only to the degree that he can use them for his personal gain. And so he's manipulating others. He's a con artist. Maybe he's a parasite. Maybe he's indulging on the effort of others. Maybe he can't control himself and he's an alcoholic or a drug addict or sexually promiscuous, or he's only looking out for himself. So if that's the case, if you are dealing with this person or acting in those traits, obviously others are going to be less willing to go along with your program. And the harder you work at trying to gain some kind of control, the less, it becomes elusive, the less control you actually have. And so in those instances, when you try to connect with people and you're trying to manipulate or bend the rules, or you're dealing with somebody like that, your connections or conversations are going to prove counterproductive. Maybe you're trying to negotiate something. Maybe somebody's not listening or making points that really aren't valid. Those discussions are not really going to go anywhere. And this can be a day where you're looking at your relationships and realizing how maybe you're dealing with someone difficult and things get complicated, or when you connect with them, you just feel unfulfilled. This relationship is not offering anything. Or, they say they're going to do this, that, and the other, and you know that it's insincere. Or you're being like that. You're saying you're going to follow through, and on a deep level you're not. It's just too easy to lie to yourself or to lie to other people. So if that's the case, this is a day where, you're going to struggle with something, getting some assistance, getting people to respond. Maybe you're dealing with some bad advice that you've gotten, or someone who's immature. There's some power plays, maybe even fraud, unbridled narcissism, ruthless thirst for power and position, someone who believes they're all that. Hopefully in the positive, you're dealing with someone who is compassionate, caring, emotionally responsible, and willing to further your aims.